Hello, buddy, and welcome to Breakfast with Jeff. As you can tell, um, I haven't done a video in a long time. Some say, "Well, you didn't do a video. When are you going to come back on? When are you going to do a video? When are you going to, it's Christmas time," which I can understand. It's Christmas time, and a lot of people want to sit and send videos to kind of let them know what's new. Um, the reason why I'm not always on the air, always doing stuff like this, is because I don't have a lot of things to say, and I don't want to go and backtrack and keep, saying the same thing over and over and over again. Basically, Breakfast with Jeff is exactly what it is. Breakfast with Jeff. I know it's, you know, 7:30 at night, and we're doing this is breakfast, but it's a talk show basically based upon family and friends. So that's what it's about. Um, I'll go through if you're new to the Breakfast with Jeff scene. Mountain Dew is the official soft drink of my show. You will see me take a few drinks of Mountain Dew while I'm talking. Some of you are my friends, and you accept it. That's great. Some of you that are not my friends, you're just a viewer. Welcome, and I'll explain how it works there. Um, it's that time, Christmas time, and tell you the truth, it's probably one of the most obnoxious, crazy things that holidays that you can think upon. I mean, you make people go out, run to these stores to go get the best deal, and to me, it's pathetic. I'm a basic type of guy, folks. If I look, the first thing I look at is a company, and the number one thing about a company to me is you are got brains up in your head. You know that if you have a product that I like, I'm gonna definitely go and purchase that thing. But here's only one little problem: is when you have a company that doesn't know what they're doing. You don't. It's like Sam. Sam bought herself, bought her something. I'm not gonna get into the details of that, but she purchased something from a. I'll just say Hanes. There's nothing wrong with that. But Hanes is usually, to me, I thought it was a very big store, a very nice store. They have, good products there, and they stand by their products. But what's so sad is they gave her a good deal called free shipping, which is, anytime you get free shipping, it's a great deal. But what happened was Sam got third class mail, which is probably the slowest mail you can get. It takes over 10 days for you to receive this, which is, to me, is ridiculous. And why should I have to wait 10, 15, 20 days to buy something that I ordered and I paid good money for? So my way with a company or a business is two things. Number one, the product. If the product is really, really good, it's something I really like, then I will definitely purchase it. But number two is a company that knows exactly what they do. If somebody doesn't like something and I purchase something from you and I don't care for it, I don't like it because it's broken or something like that, then that is not the company for me. I need a company that stands by their products. I buy something from you. I trust you. I trust you that you're that upstanding company, that you guys will go out and you do whatever you can do to make me feel happy. If I need to take this back because I need to get a bigger size, so be it. If I figure that I buy a product from your company and I figure I want to return it because I don't like the color, that's just how it is. And if people think that you shouldn't have to bring something back just because it's the wrong color, then you guys are full of crap. Maybe your stuff is not as good as it says it is. And that's as far as that goes. So, what are the companies that I like? When I say a company on my show, it's a product, it's a company that I use and I go to. I don't get paid to say, oh, they're wonderful, because I'll be truthful. Probably the problem, 98% of the products or the companies are not wonderful. In fact, they kind of suck. So why am I saying anything about them online? Because I want to save you guys the trouble of going out and buying this product from them and going through the same thing I went through. So whatever I say that I like on here is something that I use, something that I be a part of. I do not get paid to say these things. I'll be honest with you, my videos are, they're not all what they're cracked up to be. I don't have 400,000 viewers that watch my shows. They just don't do it. So, what is the products that I use? What's the Is it just Mountain Dew? Is that the only thing? No, it isn't. Um, I use a program called FreeMake. There's four different programs that you can use. Actually, number one is FreeMake Video Converter, FreeMake Video Downloader, FreeMake Audio Converter, and FreeMake Boom MP. Excuse me. Try again. YouTube to MP3. So basically, let's give you the YouTube to MP3 thing. What you do is you open up the program and you type in whatever band, whatever person you want. Click the button. What they will do is do a search for YouTube for the best product there is. So let's say I want to listen to, how about Michael Jackson? So what you do is you type in Michael Jackson in the thing, push the button, and they will search YouTube for that song, for that particular song. So all his songs will go right down on the list where you can decide which one you want to record on. Okay? So that's kind of what that is. Video Converter is something that I do use. I use it for my video shows. I use it to convert my videos over and make sure that they're AVI and not POP3 or whatever like that. Another program I do is, like I said, super soft drink of my show is Mountain Dew, which is, people say it's a Pepsi product. So I'm not honoring Pepsi. I'm not honoring Diet Pepsi. What I am honoring is Mountain Dew. I don't care if this comes from Coca-Cola. I don't care if it comes from Planters. These are nuts. Okay, the bottom line of the matter is that's the product that I use, and that's the product I always continue to use. So that's as far as that goes. Like I said, FreeMake is a great program, 100% free. We always update their programs for you, so you always have the newest software, which is really nice. What else is there? So, yeah, I don't have too many big things on there, and if I do use them, I'll keep you up to date. What about my moves? My moves are pretty easy. Actually, what I do is I use a program, and I get my video file made. That's what you can do. You can go with FreeMake. You can go into a video file of a DVD, pop it onto an AVI, and there you go. Now you've got this video conversion. I noticed that, having video files like, of the movies is really nice because they play on your media player. I noticed that if I ever do a video of a full disc or even a movie, it's just too much trouble. And what happens is it takes so long. I mean, FreeMake, honestly, God, takes about 5 hours to convert a file. So it is just absolutely crazy, and it's hard, and it's a very big system on your memory, because if it's not something for you to go ahead and go on Facebook and type to people when you're running it, it would bog you down. I will not lie to you about that. It's the main component of that program. The audio converter is basically, if you happen to have a CD, or you might happen to have found a CD online you liked, it will allow you to convert that audio file to MP3. That's what I always do. So that's as far as that goes. So, what's new? Like I said in the show, I like to get going here, and I'm going pretty good, 8 minutes. What's new? Like I said in the last video, I've been repeating myself several times, and I apologize. I think it's a time for me to go say goodbye and I'll see you next time, because I don't want to be repeating myself over and over again. It's not very exciting for my viewers, and it doesn't sound very good to me either, so I don't want to push too much on here. So you figure, well, what am I going to talk about on the show now? Christmas, obviously. It is December 20th. We are about 5 days away from Christmas. I would love to do a video of our holiday thing, and maybe I can, next show I could probably do on Christmas Eve, and like I said, I'd be able to show you some of this thing. But I think what I'm going to do is give you an idea how wonderful, how big this Christmas deal is. But it's pretty neat. I'm really in awe and in shock Um, but to all my Facebook friends, the people that actually do watch my show, one, thank you, and two, I'm going to wish you Merry Christmas. I hope you have a very good and happy New Year and safe New Year. Um, since I'm thinking about Facebook, it's some things I want to get off my mind and off my chest, and that's what's nice about talking to a camera. All they do is just hold yourself up, let you go and say what you want to say. Um, you know, Facebook is getting ridiculous with all these people flashing and putting all these stupid little things on the thing. You know, they had one saying about, um, is it bad that I'm a Viking fan, Minnesota Vikings? And they say, well, no, I'm just, they're putting down gays is what they're doing, which I think is ridiculous. And I think it's pathetic. I mean, seeing something like that is absolutely the most horrific thing I could ever actually read. Because you're saying, first off, you're putting down a Viking fan. If you like Vikings, the Cowboys, the Chargers, the Raiders, the 49ers, I mean, what difference does it make? Why is it such a big deal if you're a Minnesota Viking fan? I mean, do I admit I'm a Minnesota Viking fan? Yeah, I do. Might not believe it, it is. I'm not going to get into the details of how I became a Vikings fan, but I'll give you the short version. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I don't like Mike McCarthy. I don't like Ted Thompson. I don't like these three people because they all just think they can just waltz their ass waltz their behind into a football game. All of a sudden Aaron Rodgers picks up his boots, shines those son of guns up, and goes right onto the field. And yet Ted Thompson, the story with Ted Thompson and Mike McCarthy is, I'm a Brett Favre fan. Not gonna lie to you, Brett Favre is my favorite player. And everybody's shocked that Brett Favre went to the Minnesota Vikings. They're arch rivals. They went right to him. Use your brain. Here's what caused that to happen. Let me explain. When you play football and you get hit in the head multiple times, and you've got a hit on you that any linebacker in the NFL can go out and hit him hard and affect his brain, affect so many concussions. So you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, you know what? I'm beat up, I'm tired, I'm worn out, and you really thought to yourself, this is a time where I feel I should retire from the game of football, and that's it. Now, that's just a case of you're tired. You've been hit in the head so many damn times, you feel you just don't have it in you. So, Brett Favre goes back to Keelan, Mississippi with his family, decides one day to go onto a football field and throw some passes around. And where was these two guys, Ted Thompson and Mike McCarthy, at? They're on vacation with their wives. So Brett Favre is sitting here practicing and practicing and practicing to see if he has it in him. Mike McCarthy and Ted Thompson already figure, oh, he's done now. Oh, okay, he's done now. And immediately they throw Rodgers right in there. They don't use their brains. They don't think. They just automatically, you're going to play. And the thing that really pissed me off is they go out and they go out and say, well, we'll take you, still keep you in Green Bay, but you can sit on the bench. You can just be this big dummy who sits right on the benches and waiting for, and don't play. You're going to pay him millions of dollars to just sit on the bench and not play, which was a total insult. I mean, let's be honest with you. There's a lot of people in companies that are very, very good at what they do. And sometimes when you be as good as you are, and someone tells you, oh, we think you're great, but we're going to make you go work in a ditch. You're a guy who can build houses. You're a guy who build all kinds of really pretty stuff because you have it in you. But the person, big shot, says, well, you know what? We'll put you down in this little big hole in this ditch, and you can work here. You can work here. You'll never be able to go back to building houses and building sheds or whatever that comes to mind. So to put the toppings on this is they asked Brett Favre to sit on the bench. We'll pay you the millions of dollars you want. Just sit on the bench and be a backup to Rodgers. Well, do you really think he was going to say, oh, sure, not a problem? You're all full of shit. Full of crap, crap. Because, the thing is, it's an insult. So what does Green Bay do? They think they got it all figured out. They have it all figured out. We're just going to send him to New York City and have him go play there. Then he'll be done after the year's up, and we won't have to deal with him again. Wrong. Because the minute that season got over, Brett Favre was released as a free agent, which means he can sign with any team he wants. And where did he go? To the Minnesota Vikings. And not only did the Minnesota Vikings like him, they encouraged him. They actually gave him a ride from the airport right to the ball field. Now they had quarterbacks that were really good, but to see the thing is, they used their brain. They figured we got a very good, I mean not just good, spectacular starting quarterback here. We can't sit here and put him on a bench. That's foolish. So he goes to Minnesota. And everybody's trying to get him hurt. Everybody's trying to knock him down because they're all jealous and upset because he went from Green Bay or New York to the Minnesota Vikings. So to put the icing on the cake, what's the point here is that Ted Thompson and Mike McCarthy were sitting on a beach with their wives. And then while they were doing that, Brett Favre was out practicing and checking and making sure that everything works good, making sure his arm is just what it's supposed to be. Okay, what was the deal with the whole, I'm tired, I'm worn out? It's because he'd been practicing and playing so much that his body just got really, really tired. So he did exactly what they did. He went home to his family and just took it easy for maybe a day or maybe a couple days. Then he went back out onto the field and realized, he's still just as good as he was before. And of course, they already jumped in the bag. They already put Aaron Rodgers as a starter. It was just ridiculous. So the reason why I'm a Vikings fan is I respect what the Vikings did. Taking one of their starting quarterbacks and letting him play. No matter what it was 1 year, 2 years, it's just a point. They didn't say, "Oh, gee, we're going to have you play." Like I said, the New York Jets, they went out and he played 1 year. And they played 1 year. They didn't think they really wanted to keep him, so they gave him the opportunity to go anywhere he wants. And for the Jets organization, thank you. Thank you for not trading him. Thank you for not making him have to play with some team that he just doesn't care to play with. So a lot of Packer fans might be upset and think that's just too much, which it isn't. It isn't too much. So you see, and the reason why I like the Vikings so much, the way they treated him, giving him a starting position, letting him play as many years as he wants to play. He finished his career in Minnesota. Like I said, he played 1 year, got signed to him. The second year he wanted to do it he wanted to stay and play another year just for the Vikings to see and help him get to a Super Bowl, which didn't happen, but just a point. And he ended up retiring, and he ended up being very thankful for the fact. Now there's rumors that Favre is going back to Lambeau Field. And a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, the Packer fans are going to accept Brett Favre." They're not going to accept him. They can't get their mind out of seeing Brett Favre in a Vikings jersey with the number 4. It's like Greg Jennings. He went to the Minnesota Vikings. He did exactly what the fans would like. He came and he put on a new number, a number 15 instead of a number 85. So what does that tell you? So the reason why I'm a Viking fan is because I respect everything they've done. And I feel bad that they never can get themselves close to a Super Bowl. I feel horrible for that. I do. I feel really horrible that it happened. And I know they didn't have a great year this year. But the point of the matter, I don't care if they're 0-17. The bottom line is at least I give them credit. At least I give them a lot of credit. The way their front office and the organization has been, that's what I respect from them. So that's how I'm not a Viking fan, or why I'm not a Packer fan. So that's as far as that goes. So I'm a Packer fan. Like I said, I'm not a Packer fan. I keep saying I'm not. There's a lot of people that have stuff. So basically, I don't know how I got from Christmas to, Minnesota Vikings, but the whole point is Christmas is coming, as you know. I wanted to kind of get some things going here. I'd like to do this video show. Um, the segment we were going up was called What's New. And What's New with me is pretty amazing. Not, excuse me, sorry. Not much going on. Just sitting and relaxing. We had about 5 days away before Christmas. I figured I wanted to get a video going because I haven't done a video in a while. It's been a while because I don't want to talk in circles. I don't want people to have to say, well, this guy's getting boring. He's been on this way too long. So I want to keep everything fresh here. But yeah, nothing much amazing going on. 'Tis the season to be jolly, obviously. You wonder what's new with me. Me and Sam. Not much going on. Sam's been feeling a little bit sickly and not feeling good, which makes me concerned. I just hope she feels better. We're gonna have a very nice Christmas dinner. We're gonna have it with Sam's dad, and it's gonna be fun. And it's nice to see him. It makes me. I'm gonna tell you the truth right here. Sam's dad being with me, and being able to see him, and me being able to spend time with him, is like me not feeling sad and upset about losing my father. I kind of look at him as a father figure. He's if I ever needed something, he would go out and make an effort to help me. When my dad was in the hospital, my dad was and I didn't have no money. He gave me money to go see my dad, and he gave me money to be able to be there. And it's wonderful to have Sam there. So, I don't feel so scared. I don't feel I feel like I'm not alone. And I know I have family members out there, but I look at them and they're living their life. And I guess they realize Sam is my life. So maybe that's the reason why I don't feel I have to be around you, do all this stuff. So that's as far as that goes. So Sam has been wonderful. What I can say is to my father, Merry Christmas is all I can say is, and my dad's been gone a while now, and I feel real comfortable with Sam's dad, and I feel like I'm not alone. I know Sam's dad is not my dad, but I'm just saying, if I ever needed anything, I'm sure he would do it for me in a heartbeat. So I'm very proud about that. So every time I feel I miss my dad, I can at least I can see Sam's dad, and I can say hello to him and how's everything going. So I'm very happy that Sam's dad is coming for Christmas dinner. So what's new? What's also going on is Sam is a warrior. I say that because Sam doesn't got over she had the stomach flu, and she's still been drowsy and tired and achy and all that. And despite all that, folks, despite not feeling the greatest, she's getting a beautiful Christmas Christmas Day dinner. She's cooked cookies and cakes. It's like crazy, and that's what I'm telling you, cookies and cakes. Today she had 2 dozen cookies that she made, and right after that she made another. I had to be 3 or 4 dozen cookies she's made. Plus, if that ain't bad enough, she cooked homemade potato soup, which is what my dad told Sam on the last day. The video I have, my dad is telling Sam how to cook and make good potato soup. And thanks to my dad, that's what happened. And the potato soup is delicious, I gotta say. But she's been like a warrior inside there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some, you see cookies, you see them all, but I want you to see how many cookies she's made, I want you to see that, and I want you to see, well, there ain't no potato soup is made at all, so you have to go without that, but you will be able to see the cookies, and you'll be able to see you'll be able to see the cookies, you'll be able to see the fudge. I don't want to, it's actually in the refrigerator, so I don't really want to, I don't want to pull it out, but she's made, think about this. This is what she made today, all at once. She made homemade potato soup. She went out and made homemade Italian. It's called Italian cookies. She's made more dozens of chocolate chip cookies and snickerdoodle cookies. I mean, she's done all that. Plus, she made fudge to go with that, which is crazy. You know, I mean, going through all that, doing all that cooking, and the only thing I can do, you know, as part of this is, you know, let her use whatever thing she needs to use to cook, and I will make sure that you get them clean and ready to go. So that way, if you ever need to cook something else, you know, you don't have to worry about not having that product. Um, so that's as far as that goes. So yeah, Sam has been a real trooper. She's been working really, really hard to make this a very good Christmas dinner. And like I said, we're the hosts. You know, Sam's dad's coming to, you know, celebrate, you know, Christmas Day with us and have a nice, you know, have a nice dinner and relax, and it'll be cool. You know, I mean, I love Sam to death, but you know, it makes me feel real good to see her dad because, you know, I lost my dad. Like I said, if you don't know, I lost my dad in 2011, February 7th, 2011. Um, I once in a while do break down, and, you know, I feel like I'm gonna cry. But then sometimes we go see Sam's dad, and I feel like better. You know, I feel like I'm not alone. I mean, he's there. You know, if I needed something, I really think he would help me. You know, you know, I would have no fears about, you know, what am I going to do? You know, what am I going to do if I need this? What am I going to do if I need that? You know, if I felt like I was in a jam, I really think her dad would be right there to help me. And that's why I don't get really upset about my dad, because I feel like I still have somebody in my life like that. How's my mother doing? My mother is living her life. She's happy. Um, a lot of people might not agree with the whole situation. That's your decision. You want to spend 20, 30, 40 years of your life whining about something that happened 20, 30 years ago, then that's fine. That's fine. But all I know is that I don't sit here and screw around and waste my time getting all upset about stuff. I got too many important things to do. And if you would ask what? Sam. My job is to make my baby, my sweetheart, make sure that she's happy. You know, and when I can make her laugh and giggle, and, you know, it makes me feel good that I can make her laugh, and, you know, because it's cool, you know. When you think of Christmas, when I think of Christmas, I think of all the stuff, you know, all the years I've, you know, been having Christmas, you know. It's just, I did a lot of things in my past I'm not proud of. I mean, I admit it. I look back now, it's like, you know, and I ask myself why I did the things I did. It's because of pain. You know, me going out and saying stuff about my brother and my sisters and all them was pain. What's the difference between now and then? Basically, I have a great doctor. I mean, I have somebody that if I need something, he's willing to do what he can for me, to help me. More than I can say from any other doctor. I think he's a doctor who would do, if whatever he can possibly do, he will. And it makes me feel really good. It feels like, you know, all the stuff that I did, I kind of reminisce now and say, you know, I wish I would have been better back then, so it wouldn't have been like that. But in my defense of that, though, you know, when you have a family, you think your family would take the consideration to say Merry Christmas, or have a, you know, you think they would have a consideration that if I send them a Christmas card, that they can send me one back. I mean, it's $1. You tell me you can't go to a dollar store and pick up a card and throw it in the mail? I mean, really, is it that big of a problem? Or are you just too busy with your life that you know? I'm not yelling. I'm just saying, you know, you know, we go out, we spend, you know, dollar bills on these simple birthday Christmas cards just to say, hey, hope you have a good Merry Christmas. But some people are just too lazy to go to the store and pick one up and send one out. I mean, I'll be honest with you, on the aspects of my family, the only one that sent a Christmas card was my mom. Oh, I take that back, and my nephew. But the problem with my nephew, he doesn't seem to understand Sam's a part of my life. You know, just like I can sit here and say that Lorna, or whatever her name is part of her life. I'm not going to just sit here and say happy birthday to my nephew. I'd say happy birthday to their family. You know, Sam's family, acknowledges me, which makes me feel really good. You know, I expect them, you know, to not even say nothing about me because, you know, it's not like they see me every day. So you know, that's as far as that goes. You know what I mean? Of course you do. Um, Believe it or not, I'm over my time limit. It's 30 minutes. So we're running over a little longer than scheduled. So I'll continue on to what I'm saying. So yeah, Christmas is, you know, going to be really good, really great. Um, when I get done, I will show you the cookies and all the stuff that she's made. Today, swear to God, she did all these things together. She did like I said, the potato soup. She did, she did cookies. And she did, you know, and she did this stuff all today. She was baking and cooking at the same time. You know, which is just a craziness. But you know, she says we're the hosts. It's our job to, you know, be able to, you know, ask him if he would like something like that or not. So that's as far as that goes. Um, but that's pretty much what Christmas is to us so far. And it's like I said, the 20th of December. We have 5 days remaining before Christmas Day. And we'll be honest with you, I will be happy when it does get over because it's, you know, there's a lot of kids screaming and there's people slamming the doors and it's just crazy. But I can't stop that anyways, even if I wanted to. Um, Excuse me, sorry. Um, but yeah, Christmas is pretty amazing, and I do want to show the cookies because she's worked really hard. She made snickerdoodles, she made chocolate chips, she made, you know, she made something called Italian cookies. She made, you know, I mean, this is just stuff she did today. Then she did, you know, potato soup for lunch, or I think it was supper, and just go on and go on and go on. It's just amazing, you know. And she says, "Oh, we gotta host, you know, our company," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do, but you know, but it's crazy that she does all that stuff, you know. It's amazing." But yeah, Christmas. So pretty much in the aspects of what's new with us is basically just cooking and making stuff for Christmas Day, um, hanging out, you know, just relaxing. Um, that's as far as that goes. Um, I have another biff I got to do. I know I'm talking about Christmas, you know, it's called Christmas, but I want you to understand that there's a lot of things on my mind I like to get off my chest. I know, you know, I'm trying to keep this real Christmassy. You know, Christmas is coming. But another thing that I noticed about Christmas is sometimes people get frustrated. You know, and I sit here and I look at the, you know, and listen to the news, and it's always depressing to hear, you know, someone got shot, there's a raid at the Mall of America, so they had to shut down all their stores. So, and you're sitting here trying to get in the Christmas spirit, you know, go shopping for your loved ones, and most of the stores are closed up because of some big scandal going on. You know, and it's ridiculous. You know, I sit here and I read about this person got shot or this person did this. Just the other day, I found on something the seventh guy was accused of touching some girl, but he admits that he did it. But it just the point of the matter is, you know, you got somebody who stars in a TV show. All of a sudden, he's this big bad guy. You know, and they say, you know, he didn't get any enjoyment out of it. It just, you know, I'm not saying that that makes it all right. I'm just saying the fact is, think about it, use your brain. Why would a person go out and go through all this if it doesn't do nothing for them? You know, what's the point? You know. So, but it's just the point. It makes you feel kind of makes you feel kind of bad. You hear all these bad things going on, and it's supposed to be a time to be jolly and happy, and you know everything's great. I don't think everything's great. I think when you turn on your news and you hear about this, and now another thing I noticed, we're gonna have a big snowstorm after Christmas. So it's like every time you look at something positive, there's always something negative. So it's not good. It's not good. Um, yeah. So every time you listen to the news, it's always something depressing, or something sad, or ridiculous, or You know, you're sitting here showing these shows. It is, you know, it's Christmas time and you don't show any Christmas shows. I mean, really, you don't show any Christmas shows. This is the Christmas time. You should be having, you should be having some Christmas shows on, and you're not. And I sat here and I watched Ghostbusters. It's like, that's the best you can do for entertainment is put on Ghostbusters. And then after Ghostbusters, then you got this guy, this elf thing, which is ridiculous. So, you know how it is. But yeah, I want to show you. There's another thing that I wanted to show you, but and the reason why I'm showing is because Sam does a great job. I have a beef with my mother, and I'm not trying to break down my spirit, but I need to get this off my chest so I feel better. My mom, Sam goes out and makes 2 very nice, beautiful pillows. For her, I mean, she didn't need to do it. She could have said, "Oh, I had too much going on." She could have been rude and said that. She didn't. She said, "Okay, I'll go do it." So she goes and does it, and she gives her back the pillows. She makes these beautiful pillows with pictures of deers on them, and she gives it back. It's like, I'm scratching my head saying, why would you be rude enough to go out and give back something that somebody made? I don't agree with it. I'm not very happy about it, but I'm not going to have I'm not going to sit and have a 20-year, I'm not going to sit here and be pissed off for 20, 30 years because of something that happened. I just, I can understand if I made something for Sam's mom, and she turns around and sends it back, but she doesn't want it, But see, that's what I'm talking about with Sam's, relatives. They'll always, talk about me. They always put my name on the envelope. They acknowledge me, and there's people, people or some of relatives that never even seen me, and they recognize me, and that's. But I think my family is a little bit really bad, because I think they're really bad because everybody has somebody they're with, and there's some reason I don't know what it is, but they sit here and they come and they send something to me, they don't, and all of a sudden they don't acknowledge Sam. It's like Sam is a part of who I am. I would not. This is what I'm trying to say. I would not go out and send a card and not acknowledge who you're with. Because I have something up here called a brain, which tells me, guess what? I met this girl. She's nice and everything. I'm not going to forget to put her name on a card because, that's part of the family. And it makes me sad because I sit here and look at all these cards from Sam's relatives putting my name right on the front. And then I have people in my family that just put my name on there, like they don't realize that Sam's a part of my life. And it pisses me off, I know it pisses Sam off, but if you don't think it pisses me off, it does, because I think it's bold. But that's okay. I don't care to share. I mean, I don't care. You don't send me you don't send me a card. You don't acknowledge Sam. Don't even bother. Don't worry about getting one from next year, because you won't. My problem is up in my brain. I think, oh yeah, this is great. We should send him some, And then you go out and you pull that crap. We sit here and we put your picture of your kids sitting on our refrigerator. That shows how much we consider, be considered towards you. My mom's and her, Ma and her husband, they're sitting right on my refrigerator. I got frames on pictures of my mom and her husband. So, I dealt with to deal with it. So the reason why I'm kind of sniffing off and going through all this is because Christmas, number one thing about Christmas is loved ones, is family and friends and all that. I mean, I sit here and I look at Sam's relatives texting every day. Oh, how you doing? How's everything going? Blah, blah, blah. And they include me in that conversation. How's Jeff doing? How's everything going? And I'm sitting there scratching my brain wondering why my family can't do that. And that's what bothers me. But you know what? That's okay. I don't need to send a fancy card. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, I don't really need to send a card to them. The only reason why I sent a card to them is to be considerate, wish them a Merry Christmas. That's as far as that goes. So, that's one of the things that makes this holiday season a little bit rough. It's sad is what it is. Um, but yeah, it's getting towards Christmas time. It's the 20th. Tomorrow will be football. But there's only 3 weeks left, so the Vikings are not definitely not getting into the playoffs. So you just got to enjoy these last 3 games, and you're wondering to yourself, what's the point of playing? When you don't gain nothing. Okay, you might play the game and want to win, but what's the point of winning? You ain't gonna get into the playoffs. And I don't. If you guys take this as a job, then maybe you should open your brain cells up a little bit and realize I'm playing for nothing. I ain't gonna get into the playoffs. I'm not even gonna go. Why should I go and hurt myself if I'm not even? There's no. You ain't gaining anything by playing it, unless you get millions and millions of dollars. Okay. According to my thing, it says I gotta take a quick break, so we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody, to Breakfast with Jeff. I apologize. By the time my battery on my thing was starting to run, it was getting low. Excuse me. It was getting low, so I had to take a break. Since I do have to take a break, and I did have to, 2 files. I will be doing the Breakfast with Jeff. This episode will take a little while to get put online because for a couple of reasons. Number one is I have to join my files, obviously, and number two is it's going to take probably about 3-4 hours for it to get done. So all you got to do, basically, if you're a subscriber, I'll give you these two. If you're a subscriber, our YouTube channel is Jeff Sixworth. You can go on there, subscribe to it. You will be able to guaranteed you'll be the first ones to get this show. Okay. If you happen to have Facebook, go ahead and feel free to go check Facebook. If you don't see it, the name of this episode is called Christmas. Simple as that. So, YouTube channel Jeff Sixworth, and of course you can't forget Jeff's web. Just type in Jeff's web shows, and you'll be able to see the newest of this episode of Breakfast with Jeff. So, there you got the information you need. I was talking about some stuff. Now I don't know. It sucks when you forget what you're going to say. I'm just going to continue on here. And if I start to ramble on, then I'll cut this off. I was going to show the cookies that Sam made, which you can imagine how, the last time I've ever seen this much stuff was when I was with my dad, because every Christmas Eve, my dad would have a party. We'd have a party, we'd have little smokies, and we'd have cheese and crackers and meats and all kinds of stuff. We'd just have a nice little Christmas party. And the sad news is I don't like oysters anymore. We used to make oyster stew, and for some reason I don't like oysters anymore. So I'm just scratching my brain, wondering how in the world did that change? How I just went from loving the stuff, now I don't even like it anymore. So, but it does remind me of a Christmas dinner. It remind me of a Christmas Eve party. So, but you'll get to see the cookies and stuff she cooked, which is crazy. She made like at least a dozen cookies, and then she went out and made 4 dozen cookies after that. So it's absolutely crazy. I also talked to if you skipped over too much, I was talking about post Christmas cards. I have only one person that sent me a card, and they couldn't even acknowledge Sam, which really pissed me off. And she said that if I want to send a card, that's up to me. I don't know. No, I can't see sending a card to somebody who doesn't acknowledge Sam. That makes me mad. I'm not going to waste my time sending a card out and finding out that happy birthday, happy whatever, Merry Christmas. It sounds to me like you just don't even think about it. So I'm not going to do it. Like I said, I don't know Lorna. I don't know her. I don't know my nephew's wife. I don't know. And I'm sure she hasn't ever seen me, so that's why I'm sure she never seen. That's probably why she never put it on there. Whatever. I don't know. Like I said, Christmas. Like I said, it's coming. We got 5 days away. What's new? What I've been doing in the last few weeks since I haven't done a video until probably I don't remember, probably August. So what has changed, what's new. Not much of anything. I'm sending and making this video for you guys. I'm going to show you the cookies that Sam made. Sam was baking these cookies, sometime the other night. Today she did 4 things at once. She was doing cookies, and she was doing potato soup. She was doing, she was cleaning out some kettle, I can't remember. But she was doing that as well. She was doing all this stuff all at once, which I envy her for going through all this and stuff. And it makes you sad when you stand there and you can't do it. There's nothing really you need to do. So, but I think I can, like I said, I can do the dishes and give her hope, let her use any utensil that she needs. She don't have to feel like, you know. So that's good. I did talk about that. I was upset about the Vikings. Vikings playing tomorrow. Oh, that's what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. I was talking about earlier, if you didn't, is that I don't understand why a football team would want to play and win when you're not going to guarantee anything. You ain't going to go. You have no playoffs. Why would you hurt yourself just playing a football game? Now, I understand maybe this is their job and they're obligated. They pay them millions of dollars to play, and that's probably why you play. But do you really think you'd want to risk injuring yourself there's nothing you gain, there's nothing you really playing for. You're not going to get into the playoffs, and you have 3 more games left, so why hurt yourself, for nothing? So I'm just saying, what I would do is I would let the backups play the last 3 games, give them some attention time, let them learn the system a little bit, because why would you put all your starters in a game? It's like, to me, these 3 games remind me of just a preseason. None of the starters played in the preseason, and why? Why not? You get paid millions of dollars to play. Why not? It's the same thing with going out and playing the last 3 games of the season. You're not gaining anything. You're not gaining anything. You don't want to play because you don't want to get hurt. Well, guess what? You're going to play. How do you know you ain't going to get hurt before that? It's crazy. So that's the situation with the Packer, right? The Packer game. So that's the deal with me in football. So yeah, that's tomorrow in a nutshell. Football, unless we're going somewhere and need to do something or whatever. What else? Like I said, this is a Christmas edition. You notice it's only the 20th today, and I'm doing the video. And the reason why is I don't know if we're going to be really busy during the day. So I don't want to sit and create. Will I do another video? Maybe I will. You just gotta look. It'll be called Christmas 2. Like I said, it's as far as that goes. But yeah, we'll be doing Christmas. So tomorrow, like I said, I'll be watching football or going somewhere. It depends on what we're going to do. But on the aspects of everything else, that's pretty much what's going on. Now I'm going to do my closing since I've been doing it. The closing goes like this. I consider Sam the producer of the show. I wanted she to contribute to the show, as she, was very understanding about me getting a camera. She was, very, good on that. Sometimes she can give me some ideas of what I can talk about. I can put a little bit more oomph in, on what we're going to talk about. But that's as far as that goes. So yeah, that's as far as that goes. I'm going to. This is my closing. I apologize. I'm trying to make sure I got everything out that I wanted to say. I know that it's gonna be a Merry Christmas. It's gonna be fun. Sam's dad's gonna come over and celebrate Christmas Day with us, and it's gonna be nice. We did, like I said, we tried doing the turkey thing, but unfortunately that didn't work out very good. We got to the place we went to go spend, and it ended up costing $50. I think it was $50 to have Thanksgiving dinner. It was just crazy. So it's just nuts is what it is. So now we're gonna have a nice Christmas. We're gonna have a nice Christmas dinner. We're gonna sit and reminisce. It's gonna be nice. It really will be. So that's as far as that goes. Just trying to make sure I got everything out when I need to get out, because if I'm rambling on over and over again, then I think it's time for me to cut this show off. But I want to get a little bit more time on this one because, like I said, I used a new battery, and I don't want to only talk for like 5 minutes. So, um, what else is going on? It's not doing much. Basically, Sam was cooking like a Dickens, you know. I feel bad for him because that was a lot of work to do that.
Why do you say that I'm cooking and
You know,
cleaning and cooking?
I'm telling you what we did today and all that.
I'm cooking and cooking.
I mean, I tell you, I have envy for cooking. It's like you do. It's having to mix all that stuff over and over and over again. It's like crazy. Yeah, and I don't. Like I said, she made all these. I cannot imagine how many dozens of cookies she's made, and I'm like, wow, I mean, snickerdoodles and chocolate chip and Italian. It's like, I know you heard me right, Italian cookie. I never heard of it, but I guess if you heard of a Chinese cookie, I guess, you know, Chinese have a cookie, so why not Italians? I guess it is crazy.
They're all out for you, Craig.
Oh, thank you. See, I told you, she's just, Sam's just like my producer. She's always giving me ideas and doing stuff. So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to switch the camera over. We're going to go and I'm going to show you these cookies that she made. There's 4, when I look at them, there's 4 different cookies in here. I got to do this because she was nice enough to open them up. So right now I'm going to get up and I'm going to take this and flip it backwards now so you can see around me. I'm going to open this up. And we're going to go take a look at some of the cookies that she made. Look at this, guys. There's 4 containers. These are the snickerdoodles. Okay. And then there's the chocolate chip, which is absolutely amazing. Right there had to be at least 2 dozen or more. Then she went out today and she did all these. These are called Italian cookies. And to make it bad, and think about it, she also made homemade potato soup. And she still had time to make fudge. So, snickerdoodles, chocolate chip, Italian cookies, and fudge, homemade fudge. I mean, you're not seeing this wrong. There's like 4 different things. It had to be. So I'm going to go back here. Sam was nice enough to show us where it is and all that. I apologize, I'm trying to put this in here. I don't know what the deal is. There we go. I apologize. I'll get back to my spot here. Okay, we're back. But that was very nice of Sam. She took all the tops off for me and she let me record all the stuff that she's baked. And you see how much she's baked. And I think I kind of pushed a little sweat off my brow and saying, she said she thinks that's the last of the baking. But it's absolutely crazy though. Today was crazy, like I said, because she's doing potato soup, she's baking cookies, and she made, like I said, the snickerdoodles and the chocolate chips were done a few days ago. The Italian cookies were actually made today. She made those cookies along with making homemade potato soup. And after she was done with that, she went out and made fudge. So it's like, holy moly, Rocky.
I just wanted to get it done.
She said she just wanted to get it done, but it just, the mixing and the mixing and the mixing. I mean, and then you're waiting for the stuff to get hard, to get to where you can use them. It's just absolutely crazy. So, I wanted you all to see that because that's kind of like Christmas in a nutshell. We got lots of cookies and we got fudge, which is pretty good. My problem is I sit here and eat too much and then I get a stomach ache. It's alright to have 1, maybe 2, but if you're having like 5 or 6, you have a problem. But I envy her for doing all that. Like I said, I told you, Sam is like her producer. She's, she always makes things up for me. She got the cookies all set up for me so I can take pictures of them. So I'll show you guys all the stuff she's made. So that's that in a nutshell. So hopefully I'm not rambling on too much. I'm up to 14 minutes here, so like I said. But yeah, it was nice of her to do all that, so I can show you that stuff. Also, Sam does, I was thinking about showing the pillows that she made, but I think just in case for certain reasons I'll hold that off, because I know. But the pillows that I can show her pillows she made. Okay, yeah. I'll be right back. I'll keep talking. I'll show you the ones she made. Which, okay, I sit back down here. Yeah, she made this one here with a little eagle on it, which is really, really nice. I love these pillows. Like, they're really, I always put my hands like this around them, just kind of relax your arms. And here's another eagle that she made. Nice, pretty eagle. And like I said, I always put my hands like this and I sit like this. I don't know if it's like. And she shows me another one, and this one is an eagle. And she's going to show me another one.
They're a set.
They're a set. So this is the second eagle. She showed me. I'm going to tell you, I'm a little tipped. I'm very tipped off of my mother, like I said. Oh, you're going to let me show these, okay? These are the ones she just made today. These are actually a Christmas present. Like I said, pretty sailboats, which is really pretty. I'll give her back that one. And they're sets. She makes them as sets. If you like this, like I said, you can send Sam a comment on Facebook or whatever. Or you can send me a comment about her and I will relay the message to her.
Yeah, and you're getting a quilt.
And I'm getting a quilt. Like I said, if you ever looked at the videos, you've seen that I showed you the pictures of the quilt getting made, which got John Morrison on it, Triple H, Undertaker, and with Undertaker being as bad as that's another thing. The Undertaker is actually getting bad off. I'm looking at a picture of him. He's down to probably 150, 175 pounds. He's not very big anymore. When he wrestled in the WWE, whatever, he was 317 pounds. Now you look at him, he looks like he's more like 110 or 130 pounds. It's just crazy. The whole point of what I'm doing here is to show you how much work Sam does during the day. People say, "Whoa, some people just sit on the couch and eat all their food." Well, Sam's not like that at all. Sam goes out and she works very hard. She made all these cookies you just seen. She made sets of pillows. She would even allow me to show her the new pillows. So, which I really surprised because of, like I said, hopefully her dad won't see the pictures or whatever. But I don't think so. Not a lot of people watch my shows, so. But I continue to do the show because I like doing it. It's a good cause. When I get upset, I can sit and talk to the camera. And if you guys listen in and hear my problems, that's great. If not, whatever. But yeah, she made all those cookies, and then she went out and she did these pillows, really nice. And if you like them, like I said, here's what you do. If you like the pillows, feel free to send a comment. The things, Jeff's Web Shows, just type in Jeff's Web Shows, and you will get the newest this Christmas version. Or you can go ahead and go to my YouTube, which is Jeff Sigsworth, and type on that, and of course you'll see the newest video. And feel free to send a comment. Maybe you want to say those look really nice, and you want to applaud her for how much she's done, how much work she does, because it is truly amazing. Is what it is. And excuse me, excuse me, I apologize. Sorry about that. I wanted to move off the camera so you guys didn't have to see me sneezing. I apologize. It's gross. I apologize. Sometimes I can't control my sneezing. I apologize to you guys. I know it's not a very good video when you see the host sneezing, but it's that time. Sam got stomach flu, so it's that time of season where you're going to get sick or you're going to have some sort of problem. So I apologize that I sneeze on camera. I'm trying, but it's just I'd rather sneeze once than go and have a big hack attack going on. So yeah, I want to say like I said, Sam is a great producer. She always does anything I say, she always gets it all set up for me, which I really appreciate. She go out and got the pillows she did today. Let me allow you to show you them. They look really nice. Sam's dad is coming down for Christmas dinner, which I think is just terrific. I kind of can get a little nostalgic because, having this nice, Christmas dinner, and I wish there would be an NFL game on Christmas Day, but it ain't gonna happen. So it's gonna be college crap. But yeah, if you like the pillows, don't be sit and say, oh well. If you like the pillows, feel free. Go to my thing, send me a comment. I'll let Sam know exactly that you did it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk to you about the video show. I apologize for the pop, but I just be myself. I don't try to say, oh, what should I say? What should I say? A little bit about the show. The show is called Breakfast with Jeff. It's a talk show. It's pretty much almost like gossip. I tell you what's going on with us. I mean, some people can't come and see us. Some people live out in a different state, which I understand. So if I can't come to you, then I'll bring me to you. So you can sit down in your easy chair, click on the button and go ahead and watch the video. So Breakfast with Jeff, Christmas is all it be. So that's what it is. Sam is like I said, she's like my producer, director, like that. She always does, if I ever say I'm going to do something, she helps me out. Like I said, with the cookies, she went out and got them all put in a nice little roll for me to record them for you. So that's what what's going on there. Breakfast with Jeff, once in a while, like I said, Sam will come out and say hi or whatever. So, she's still involved, but she likes to, that's kind of the way that is. I'm the one that goes on the video most of the time. I feel I love to sit and talk to you about what's going on with us. I think anybody that has a video camera, I think it would be great if you did that. To say how you doing and how's everything going. I mean, so many people think, well, I got a video camera, I can only do it on special occasions. I have the video camera, I do it no matter what. I will go out and do my shows and tell you what's new with me because you know what? If I go through something, if I'm going like this Christmas thing, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And in case sometime on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day I can't get to the video, at least I told everybody have a great Christmas. So that's as far as that goes. But the show is mainly about me and Sam. I tell you, if you're friends of ours, we're just telling you what's new and what's new with us. If you're a new subscriber, new person who's watching the video, I want to say thank you, and I hope that you want to see more videos in the near future. Outdoor Eagles. If you are a viewer and you watch some of my shows during Halloween, we have 3 characters. One was called Grampula. Grampula is an older version of Dracula. And then you got Delvira, not Elvira, Delvira, and she just happens to be the mistress of the dark or something like that. I'm not trying to take Elvira's spot. I'm just saying she's like the distress of the dark, something like that. And then we have our cat, which is called Sir Bitchamore. Now, I'm not saying Madam Bitchamore. It's Sir Bitchamore. See, what happens is she's the cat that wants to be a boy. Now, it sounds kind of crazy, but that's how it is. So, I just want you to know that. But that's our OT Eagles. We do that for Halloween. So if you ever want to see a Halloween show, this Halloween I did put up a Halloween show that we did, back in 2010. So if you want to go back to that time, that's fine, and it's a good show to watch. Also, what we do is I always like to keep inviting, I'm going to see if I can do more videos in the next couple of days, next few days, because I like to be able to do the, the cookies. She said she did all the bacon, so that makes me feel better. It really does. So she's done the last of the bacon. I showed you what she's done, which I think is great. But I would like to be able to do some more, more videos if I can. But I think, like I said, her dad is not a camera person. She doesn't like to be videotaped. So I will not be able to do too much of on Christmas Day. But But I can do a show, like I said, later, let you know how everything went and all that. But that's as far as that goes. Um, what else am I going to say? I'm trying to think of things to say now, and it's not good. All I can say is I wish you all happy and Merry Christmas. Have a safe New Year. Um, that's as far as that goes. Since I'm running out of things to say, I'm going to cut this one off. And I'm going to say, oh, excuse me, I apologize for the burping, really, um, and the sneezing. I'm sorry. It's not good to be sneezing and coughing and doing all this on the air. But I'm, like I said, I'm unedited. I'm unedited. I don't have a little beeper that stops if I swear. I don't have, you know, with this being live like it is, you can't stop, if I sneeze or I might, cough. I know it's, and like you say, if you see, I did push myself away from the camera when I did that, so that way you don't have to see me sneezing. So that my shows are 100% unedited. If I swear, I'm sorry. If I did something that offended you, like when I sneezed or something, I apologize for that too. I did move my head away from the camera, so when I did sneeze, you guys didn't have to see it. So I hope that kind of breaks everything up. I got a couple details I have to tell you before I do leave or get off the air. Number one, this is a 2 video file show, so that means it's going to take a little bit longer for us to be able to get this show up to you. First thing I need to do is join the files together. Okay, once that is done, then I can go ahead and take the video and I can put it on YouTube, which will take a while for that to go and purchase on. So the best way to watch my shows right away is YouTube. Because what happens, I let the thing load up to YouTube, and then it's posted on the air, and that's it. If you are a person who has Facebook and you want to see it there, you might have to wait a little bit of time for me to put the link onto Facebook. So, but the best way to watch a show right away is to go to my channel, Jeff Sigsworth, and you click on it. It'll be called Breakfast and Jeff Christmas. Okay, so that's as far. I just had to let you know that. So if you're expecting to see it anytime in the next 20-30 minutes, don't really expect it. But it will be coming soon. So I don't want to be jumping the gun on this. I apologize. I just want to say and hope you guys have a safe and Merry Christmas and a very safe and happy New Year. Obviously, I'm ready to get on over and over and over again, so I'm just going to let this go. For my subscribers, the people that actually do watch me, thank you. I hope to see you to watch some more. And if you're somebody who's new and just started watching it, welcome. If you're one of my friends on Facebook and you're watching my videos, thank you. I appreciate it. I do the videos because it's fun for me, and that's about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off. All you have a good, safe, and happy Merry Christmas. Have a safe. God, I'm all screwed up. Have a good and Merry Christmas, and have a safe New Year's, please. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. As far as I'm done with this. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next time for Breakfast with Jeff. Just keep looking for those videos to see if they come on. That's all I can say. Have a nice night. So long.